defense. Now, what does private defense mean? What do you understand by private defense? Now, what are defenses? These are nothing but excuses. Now, suppose you have been charged under a particular provision of law. What are those arguments? What are those reasons that you can give in the court of law to tell the judge that you are not the wrongdoer? Now, suppose there is an allegation against Mr. A that he has committed trespass. Now, what are those arguments that he can use in the court to show that he is not the wrongdoer? That is precisely what we mean by defenses. Now, please try to understand that in law of tort as well as in criminal law, there are certain defenses. Now, today, in this particular slide, I am going to talk to you about the defense under criminal law. Now, suppose I'll give you an example. Now, suppose somebody has aimed his gun at you. Somebody has aimed his gun at you. His forefinger is on the trigger. There is a forefinger which is on the trigger. It's a loaded gun. What are you going to do? Are you going to say, hey guys, please wait. Let me call the cops. Let the cops come. Wait for 5 minutes. Don't shoot. Will you say that? Will you say that? Will you say that? No, you will not say that. What will you do? You will try to protect yourself. You are going to try to protect yourself. Against what? Against that harm. There is a harm that is coming on you. Somebody is aiming his gun at you. All you need to do is to protect yourself, is to defend yourself. That is precisely what this particular principle of private defense is. The law simply says that in case there is a threat, on your body or your property, you can use reasonable force. All you can do is you use reasonable force to prevent that danger from being inflicted on you. Have I made myself clear? Have I made myself clear? So in case there is a threat on you, somebody has a stick in his hand, he is about to beat you, you have a right to defend yourself. You can pick up a stone and throw it at him. Right. That is what a normal human being would do. Somebody is coming with a sword in his hand. What do I do to protect myself? I pick up a huge stone and throw at him. That is what generally normally people will do. This is what we call as the concept of private defense. Let's see. It is not an offense. It is not an offense if it is done in the exercise of right of private defense. So if you are exercising the right of private defense, mind you, if you are exercising the right of private defense, nothing is wrong. Forget the sections. The right extends to even taking someone else's life. Okay, the right extends to defending one's body, property of the others, property of the others. Now, this particular right, private defense, deals with acts against which there is no right of private defense. So, there cannot be a private defense against private defense. There cannot be a situation where you are using private defense against someone who is himself using private defense. For example, suppose I have aimed my gun at Mr. A. Now, Mr. A suddenly throws a knife at me. Now I cannot say that I am shooting Mr. B because of private defense. I cannot say that because I was the one against whom private defense is used. That is the concept. That is what precisely this concept is. It states no right of private defense is available against an act not causing reasonable apprehension of death or of grievous hurt if it is done or attempted to be done by a public servant. Now, if a police or a military or the Air Force, Indian Navy is doing something, there cannot be a private defense because they are the authorized servants of the government of India. Okay, so that is what precisely this particular thing deals with. Have I made my